Hey everyone, here's a quick question for you. What's something you know you need to do, but you have been putting off for days, weeks, or even months? Maybe it's booking that appointment, or finishing that project, or sending that one email that's been sitting in your drafts. And no matter how much pressure you feel or how much you want to get it done, you just don't. Welcome to Procrastination. Today we are going to talk about why we procrastinate and, more importantly, what actually works to break the cycle. Not the fluffy advice like just get started. I'm talking real, honest strategies that actually shift something in your brain. So if you're tired of being stuck and want to finally stop fighting your own to-do list, let's get into it. But right before that, if you're new here, click on the subscribe button below so that you do not miss out on my future videos. Let's clear one thing up right away. Procrastination is not a laziness issue. It's usually an emotional one. In fact, most procrastination isn't about avoiding the task, it's about avoiding the feeling that comes with the task. That awkward email, you are avoiding discomfort. That big project, you are avoiding the fear of not doing it perfectly. Or that phone call, you are avoiding rejection or confrontation. It's that something about that task is triggering your nervous system to go, um, let's not deal with that right now. Let's scroll instead. Sound familiar? You open your laptop to do one thing, and suddenly you're deep diving into videos of others making friends with cats. That would be a funny video to watch, right? Let me give you a real one. I had a closet where I had stuff that I needed to go through and decide which ones to keep and which ones to toss. Some of the stuff had memories attached to them, etc. And every time I passed the closet, I would feel like, I really need to go through this closet and clean it. But did I do it? No, not for weeks. Until one day I finally opened it and set a 20-minute timer and said, I'm just going to work on this shelf only this time. And if I feel overwhelmed and not know what to do with the items that I find, because like you might just not be able to decide, like, do I want to keep this item? There are like memories attached to it. I'll decide later, that could happen. So I thought, okay, I will, if I'm not sure what to do with it, I will put that item in a shelf that I will take care of later. So, on another shelf. So, guess what happened? Once I got into it, it wasn't nearly as overwhelming. When 20 minutes was up, I knew what I wanted to do with most of the things on that shelf. And it looked organized now and gave me this light feeling. And there were a couple of things that I, like put on the shelf below to decide, like what to do with those items later. That though triggered me to get started with the other shelf as well to work on, because now it looked like it was too crowded, because I put there like undecided items right in that shelf too. Now comparing with the other shelf, like this shelf looks so crowded. So I was like, okay, let me organize this too a little bit. So I started eliminating the items on that shelf as well, and like worked on the things that I was sure, and eliminated things that I was sure that I wanted to throw away or give someone. So I ended up cleaning out most of the things in the closet that day, and for the remaining few items that I needed some time to think about what to do, they just stayed there for another day. But now, because there were less things to deal with, my thoughts became more clear about what I should do with the rest of the stuff also. Like with the closet, my thoughts got organized too. Like I put my thoughts in their, like own compartments in my mind. The dread was in the anticipation, not the action. And that leads us to the first real tip. Shrink the task, like really shrink it. Most people procrastinate because a task feels too big. Your brain goes, that's going to take forever. And your body responds with, maybe tomorrow. So here's a trick that actually works: break the task down until it feels like ridiculously small. Want to write a report? Don't say write the report. Say open a new document and write one sentence. Want to clean the kitchen? Say wash 3 dishes, for example. Want to start exercising? Say put on your workout shoes. Sounds silly, but the goal isn't to do the whole thing right away. Your goal is to get over the activation hump. Your brain doesn't want to start big, but if it starts tiny, it goes, oh, okay, that's not so bad. And that momentum does its thing. Here is something that changed my life. Don't give a task unlimited time, give it a container. Time box the task. Because when something feels like it might take all day, you won't start it. This is where time boxing comes in. Pick a short amount of time, 10, 15, 25 minutes, and set a timer. Tell yourself, I'm just going to work on this for 15 minutes and then I can stop if I want to. So, what happens is you trick your brain out of avoidance mode and into focus mode, but without pressure. The time box acts like a little agreement. I'm not committing to forever, just this little window. And 9 times out of 10, once the timer goes off, you're already in the zone and want to keep going. This is the opposite of the all or nothing mindset. It's more like some is better than none. Tip 3: procrastination is a clue. So ask, what am I avoiding? Instead of beating yourself up for procrastination, try getting curious. Ask yourself, what emotion is this task bringing up for me? Is it boredom? Is it fear of messing up? Is it resentment? Is it perfectionism? Sometimes the task isn't hard, it's charged. Like maybe you are avoiding applying to jobs not because it's hard, but because part of you is afraid of rejection or of choosing the wrong path. Once you name the emotion behind the resistance, it's easier to work with it. You can go, oh, I'm not lazy, I'm scared. Okay, let's just try one step anyway. That shift alone from judgment to curiosity changes everything. Tip 4: design for focus, not willpower. Let's be real. If your phone is in your hand, your brain is not trying to focus. It's trying to get dopamine. And no judgment. We all do it, right? But if you're relying on willpower to overcome distractions, you're already fighting a losing battle. So instead, design for focus. Put your phone in another room for 20 minutes. Work in full screen, play focused music, or if you're really stuck, try body doubling. Work while someone else is around, even virtually. You're not weak for needing structure. You're just human. In a world full of distractions designed to hijack your attention. So don't rely on discipline, rely on design. One of the reasons we procrastinate is because we only give ourselves permission to feel good after finishing something, right? But what if you rewarded yourself for starting? Celebrate the small wins, like I wrote one paragraph, I'm making progress. I sent that one scary email, go me. I did 10 minutes of work, that counts. The brain loves rewards, so give it some, not just at the finish line, but along the way. A little celebration can go a long way in reinforcing new habits. Let me leave you with this one. You don't need to be motivated to get started. You don't need to feel perfectly ready or wait for inspiration to do something. You just need to start tiny. Just one action, no matter how small, starts to shift your relationship with that task and with yourself. So next time you catch yourself stuck in that loop of I'll do it later, pause and ask, What's the smallest version of this I can do right now? That's where change begins. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this helped you, send it to someone who's probably procrastinating right now instead of doing their actual work. They'll thank you later. Maybe. After they stop scrolling. Okay, so don't forget to give the video a like as well. Talk soon.